Hey, what's up, guys? So we're back with another haul. This is going to be probably a two-parter. I don't know if I'll label it that, but more than likely it's going to be a two-parter. We'll see how this goes. But, you know, I have movies, Blu-rays, 4K Steelbooks, and then I also have a lot of books. Luckily, the books were extremely cheap. I'm pretty sure every single book in this stack, besides maybe one, I got for $2. Let's get into the movies first. We'll start off with Arachnophobia. So this was on sale from Amazon, I believe like $5 or so. So definitely had to pick it up, especially Steven Spielberg. I mean, you know, this is a lesser known movie, or at least I would assume. I believe John Goodman's in here as well. I saw it a long time ago, when I was younger. Scared the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. But happy to pick this up. Really good movie, still kind of holds up. You know, obviously 90s movies, not everything holds up as well, but it's still a really good movie. I mean, obviously it's got Steven Spielberg connected to it. So next, right here, Wishmaster Collection. I have only seen the first two. I enjoy the first two. I've heard the second two aren't as great, I'm not gonna lie. But with that being said, a Vestron title, obviously I'm gonna pick it up. You know, it's only, I think this was only like maybe $20 for all four movies. Really good collection. Obviously the first two movies are great. I mean, they're just like that early 90s, you know, horror cheese. Obviously the third and fourth one came out, I think, late 90s and early 2000s. And obviously I think the last one, they had a different character, a different actor playing the Wishmaster. So, you know, unfortunately that just seems how it goes. You know, there's different horror franchises like Pinhead and stuff like that, or not Pinhead, but Hellraiser. You know, the later ones kind of got pretty crappy. I mean, obviously I love Freddy Krueger, but, you know, Freddy's dead, and those last couple ones were not great. But I mean, you can't go wrong with the Power Glove. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So next one is a more recent movie. I guess not recent movie, but recent release at least. Well, these are all kind of recent. But this is the Lionsgate Steelbook of Warriors. So this is awesome. I mean, obviously you can see, you take the cover off and it's got like that. Bam. Tom Hardy just looking hardcore. This movie is amazing. I love this movie. I mean, if you love the UFC fighting and all that, you're going to love this movie. Tom Hardy just annihilates people. It's so good. I really enjoyed it. It's great to pick up the 4K Steelbook. So next one are two, I guess, kind of grouped together. They're in the same series. So I don't have the Da Vinci Code, which I'm not really sure why. I think that's probably the best one of the group, but these are still really enjoyable. But obviously right here, Angels and Demons. And then the next one right here, Inferno as well. So obviously two of the three-parter storyline and all that, kind of with Tom Hanks and his character. I just enjoy them. Obviously I picked them up for, I think, $2, $3, something like that. I say obviously, but you guys don't know that. But yeah, I picked them up for around $2 or $3. I can't remember exactly where I found them. I think it was at either an estate sale or a thrift store. I think it was a thrift store, actually. But yeah, so like I said, not as good as Da Vinci Code. Obviously, Da Vinci Code book is better than the movie, at least in my opinion. But those are still pretty solid movies. You know, it's not like Tom Hanks is just phoning it in. So next movie, Crash. This is, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a hard watch. I really enjoyed this movie. But it's got a lot of like really hard undertones, different storylines. It deals with a lot of different things, racism, stuff like that. So this movie, I mean, you should watch it. It's really good. It's really enjoyable. Acting's great, and obviously, you know, the characters build and become better people. At least I believe most of them do. And there's people saving other people and stuff like that in car accidents. I would recommend this movie at least to watch one time. It's pretty enjoyable, I'm not going to lie. But again, like I said, some of it is kind of a hard watch just because it deals with like real world stuff that obviously everybody deals with, or mostly everybody deals with on a daily basis. So these next two I found at, I believe, either a Dollar General or Dollar Tree, one of those dollar stores or whatever. Obviously they weren't $1. I think these were like $3 too, $3 or $4. But I'm just happy to get this. I've never seen this movie in this edition, but just the original King Kong. I mean, I have a lot of the, you know, King Kong vs. Mothra, King Kong vs. Godzilla. I have some of the older Godzilla stuff. I have one of the older King Kong movies as well. I've never actually had this, and I've always wanted to see it because I mean it's a classic. There's no way around it. Like, this is one of your biggest, you know, movie monsters ever. So I found it, and I mean it's awesome too because if you look on the inside, let's see if we can hold this up here. There's a nice booklet with just background information. It gives you, you know, pictures from the photo set, or from the movie set, stuff like that. So there's a lot of information, which is awesome because obviously with a class look like this, you know, you're going to want to know more information. But this has a lot of information behind it. Obviously, a lot of people have pulled from these types of movies to do more monster movies and stuff like that. So, just an awesome pickup. And I mean, for $5, $4, like, I mean, that's an awesome, and it's a Blu-ray. So, next one. I'm just a sucker for this movie. It might not be everybody's favorite. I think it's a great movie. It's definitely like a more of a darker undertone of a movie. We got Perfect Storm. So this is George Clooney and I believe Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark. I don't think his Funky Bunch is in here, but they're still really great in this movie. Obviously George Clooney, I mean, he's a great actor regardless. Mark Wahlberg, hit or miss, especially the Transformer movies aren't really that great. But yeah, great movie. I haven't watched it in a while, so I figured for $3 I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to watch it. I remember enjoying it. It's definitely a sad story. I mean, I feel like if you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't, you're probably not going to watch it. But definitely a sad ending, or a darker ending than what usual movies are. So I enjoyed it. And then the final two movies that I have, I have one extra on top of this. But these two movies I got from the Disney Movie Club. So I've talked about it before on another video, but basically it's kind of a movie-based subscription where you buy 5 movies at full price. Then you get movies on top of that like 60, 70, 80% off. They offer discounts on brand new movies. They offer discounts on old movies. A lot of their catalog titles you can only get through the Disney Movie Club. But with that being said, I have Cool Runnings, which, I mean, I absolutely love this movie. To this day, I will crack up in watching this movie. John Candy is just, I mean, any movie he's in, he's hilarious. So, regardless, I absolutely love that movie. Plus, it's based on a true story, or loosely based. And then the next one, Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen. Honestly, when we get done moving and I get all of my movies kind of out and up behind me and everything like that, I'll definitely do a video on the Disney Movie Club movies that I have as well. Because honestly, a lot of I got them for really cheap because, you know, once you hit that subscription and you buy your 5, you're getting these movies for like $10. It's kind of insane. Honestly, some of them are a little cheaper. And, you know, they go back from, I believe, 1940s all the way until present, and they're slowly rolling out different movies and more movies on top of that. So that's awesome to me. I get some of these movies you can't find anywhere. I don't know. I think some of them aren't even on Disney Plus as well. So regardless, it's just childhood memories. It's the nostalgia of it. And then last but definitely not least, if you haven't seen this movie, you definitely need to see this movie. But it's Tammy and the T-Rex on 4K. If you've seen it, you've seen it. And you know, I mean, this movie's insane. They basically, I mean, this is Denise Richards and one of Paul Walker's first movies, if not his first movie, I believe. There's a testicular standoff in there where, I don't want to go in grave detail, but there's something that happens in there. There's a standoff between two people. Basically, long story short, Paul Walker's character accidentally dies, or I can't remember exactly how he dies, but he dies, and they put his brain in a animatronic T-Rex. Not even a real T-Rex, an animatronic one that somebody just built. but it's missing the brain, and that's what's going to bring it to life. So literally, Paul Walker, for most of this movie, is a T-Rex, just walking around town, hanging out, cuddling with Denise Richards, getting a striptease from Denise Richards. I mean, it's just insane. The awesome thing, too, is this is from Vinegar Syndrome. The originals were all PG-13, and a lot of the gore and stuff was taken out. The Blu-ray and the 4K of this has the R-rated, gorier version. So you're seeing more decapitations and people getting lacerated with claws and stuff like that. But regardless, this movie's insane. I mean, if I'm probably gonna rewatch this and then do a movie review, and it's basically like a so bad it's good, because my God, this movie is so bad, but it's hilariously good, and it's really outdated. I'm not gonna kid you on that one. It's definitely outdated. There's one character in here that's probably extremely offensive now. Not probably, is extremely offensive now. Regardless, this movie is insane. So pick it up, watch it. You can probably get it on Amazon. I think it was like 20, 25 bucks, something like that, especially the Blu-ray is a little cheaper. But yeah, that's it, guys. But without further ado, guys, you know, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification down below. We're getting up to 100 subscribers, which is awesome. So yeah, we'll see you guys later.